Hi everyone, my name is Michael Petiti.
Hello everyone, I'm James Pearl.
I'm James.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jefferson.
Hi, I'm Josh Giovino.
Hello, I'm Adam Boriska. The agenda today for our presentation on SWOB will include background information on our company, market overview information including software recruitment industry as well as mobile app industry. We also will have information on target market and segmentation strategy, as well as situational analysis, as well as market challenges in the marketplace, including our market research and market proposal for our budget. We will conclude our presentation with sales forecasts and key performance indicators. Now, what is SWOB? SWOB is a company that was founded in November 2017 by brother and sister duo Alex and Stephanie Fiorio. They launched as like a Tinder for jobs, where instead of swiping right or left on a person you'd like to date, you'd swipe right or left on a job you'd like to apply for. That caught Richard Branson's attention, and they won $10,000 in his Pitch to Rich contest in May of 2018. Later that year, they also appeared on the Marilyn Dennis Show, and that same year they also won $25,000 in the Ignite Spark competition. More recently, they've had over 20,000 app downloads for students and other job seekers to search and apply for part-time jobs over the summer and whenever else they need employment.
To start off with the market overview, we look at both the mobile app industry and the software recruitment industry. The mobile application industry applies to the job searchers actually downloading the application and using the app. With that Throda report, the global mobile application market size was valued at approximately $106 billion, with the App Store and Google Play Store having the largest portions of gross revenue. Now, in terms of looking at the competition for SWOB in the mobile application industry, we can start with Indeed. As the largest competitor of SWOB in the mobile application market, Indeed has over 100 million app downloads. Indeed controls the mobile application market, being the top choice for users to download. SWOB's next largest competitor is Monster, with an application that is developed and modeled the same way SWOB is as the Tinder for jobs. However, Monster uses this model for all types of position and job industries. ZipRecruiter and Monster are level with respect to the application downloads on the mobile app market, except for the function of the app. The ZipRecruiter app is not modeled the way Monster and SWOBs are after the Tinder for jobs. The software recruitment industry contains job advertisements for various industries such as healthcare, finance, and marketing. As thoroughly mentioned, SWOB's clients are high turnover industry employers. The job recruitment industry is very large, and SWOB only tailors to their advertisements to high turnover jobs. But to get a better understanding of the industry, it is important to look at the market as a whole to see potential growth. Indeed is the largest software recruitment portal for employers to post available jobs. Unlike SWOB and much like Monster and ZipRecruiter, Indeed has job postings for both full-time careers as well as part-time careers for a range of industries, including high turnover jobs such as retail and restaurant opportunities. Monster Jobs is a software recruitment platform that stresses the fact that searching for jobs should not be just about finding a job, but rather finding a right fit for both the employer and the job searcher. On one side of the online job recruiting industry, Monster Jobs offers job searchers the ability to search for either current job opportunities or companies that fit their personal working habits. ZipRecruiter is SWOB's third direct competitor in the software recruitment industry. ZipRecruiter is an online platform that posts hundreds of jobs, not only ZipRecruiter, but hundreds of jobs to other job boards as well. Pricing models for each competitor of SWOBs can be found throughout the report for further insight and to give the reader a better understanding of price breakdowns between each competitor.
SWOB targets employers and job recruiters in the retail and restaurant industry. This is because these employers and job recruiters are all part of the high turnover industry that experiences high levels of employee churn. This means that while they constantly see employees being hired, they also consistently see employees leaving. So this results in a high amount of employee turnover. It is important to note that SWOB does not target a whole company, but rather the individual franchises and stores that are located across a geographic region. So companies such as McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Leon's, Lone Star Bar and Grill are all part of the employer target market of SWOB. SWOB sets themselves apart from other software recruitment platforms such as Monster and ZipRecruiter because SWOB specializes in providing high turnover jobs to job searchers who are looking for these positions. So we covered this in the job searcher target market. SWOB also offers a high quantity of jobs per post per subscription plan to each employer. So we're going to be looking at this at our comparative advertising strategy at how SWOB can leverage this proposition to their employer and job recruiter target market. SWOB's job searcher target market mainly consists of Generation Z males and females. The reason why SWOB targets this market is because of this age group from 14 to 17 years of age that these males and females are beginning high school. Some of them are already in high school or around the age where they're just finishing high school in grade 12. So SWOB employers offer full-time, part-time, and seasonal employment. So this is perfect for job searchers who are in the Generation Z demographic from age 14 to 17 because it is this age where they're looking for their first part-time job or looking for a full-time job during the summer months, which can also be a seasonal position. SWOB is also positioned as the Tinder for jobs. That's a common phrase that they use so that others can easily pick up on how SWOB actually works. So this is a result of their mobile application operating system that operates the same way as Tinder for dating. We've discussed this, how a job searcher will go on the app, will download the SWOB app. Once they create a profile and begin applying for jobs, they simply swipe left if they do not like the job position, and they swipe right if they do like the job position. So this way, when they swipe right, their application is sent over. And the idea behind this is that because it is similar to Tinder for jobs, it gives the user a sense of familiarity and already makes it easier for them to pick up.
For SWOT SWOT analysis, we broke it down into strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. For strengths, we believe that SWOT has a distinct app interface. What this means is that customers get an easy-to-use app and are able to customize their profile to their liking. The second is that their ability to specialize in a high turnover industry. SWOB targets companies like McDonald's, Tim Hortons, A&W, and Sport Check, and allows employers to hire someone new at the click of a button. Especially when in a pinch, someone leaves, they can quickly go on and hire someone that fits their qualifications. The third is SWOB's highly competitive pricing model. When looking at their main competitors of Monster, Indeed, and ZipRecruiter, SWOB has a much more competitive pricing model as long as 4 tiers of packages that they can pick from. For weaknesses, we believe that limited funds are holding back. Due to being a startup and only 3 years old, SWOB lacks the necessary funds that a typical competitor has and is working on a much smaller budget. This limits the current opportunities to grow the brand and limits what they're able to do with their money. The second point is their low level of employer commitment to the pricing package. After the free trial, a lot of employers do not commit and make it a little bit hard for SWOB. This hurts SWOB's ability to get more job posting from the said employer as well as their current client list. Without a larger client list, they're not able to make as much money. For opportunities, we believe that their ability to locate and team up with social media influencers in predominant cities across Canada would help spread the brand awareness campaign. This gets necessary attention to the brand as well as gets followers that they do not expect to get on board. The second opportunity is Gen Z culture. With Gen Z taking over as the largest generation on the planet, getting more students aged 14 to 17 is crucial for SWOB's business, as this is the people that we are targeting to get those jobs from the employers. The third opportunity is digital transformation. Ensuring that the app and online website are up to date is crucial. By doing this, it ensures that SWOB is up to date with the times and shows that they care about what they have and what they're offering to both employers and the students. And finally, threats. With stiff competition in the industry, SWOB is going to have to ensure that they continue to follow their mission and continue to stay up to date with everything they do in their business. This is crucial because with other brands like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and Monster, they're always staying up to date and doing everything that's new within the industry. So SWOB has to maintain that, as well as keep coming out with new content to show their young Generation Z culture that follow the business. The second threat is an unmotivated job searcher. By having students use the app, people who do not spend time on their profile hurt SWOB in the long run. They need to ensure that Gen Zs are building and maintaining their profiles to offer a better candidate for these employers that are expecting this when they go on the SWOB's online application. The final threat is the COVID-19 pandemic. This is a worldwide virus that has altered the current job market and wiped out a number of jobs. Although this is a problem for many, a lot of the employers that SWOB's site currently has could potentially lose a lot of their business, resulting from them pulling out of the market and ultimately getting out of SWOB's current client list. This is a massive problem, and SWOB will need to stay up to date and keep compliance with COVID-19 while they have their employers.
So today I'll be talking about some of the marketing challenges that SWOB faces as a brand. When we first started working with them a couple months back, the two biggest ones that they faced were brand awareness and customer acquisition. For brand awareness, they were a new entry in the market that were competing against brands a lot larger than them and that had a lot more spending money. These brands included ZipRecruiter, Monster, and Indeed. The main problem that SWOB had was being a new entry, they had to kind of put a better picture into their customers' minds of what they did and what they did better than the other brands. The chicken and egg situation applies really well to SWOB's marketing challenge. The main reason for this is because the demand is so greatly dependable on the company posting the job and the person hunting for the job. People aren't going to be on the app looking for jobs if there's no jobs to be searched for. So they have to be up. There has to be a lot of companies that are putting jobs on this site for people to be looking. And the other thing that SWOB does really well is that they kind of put their candidates in a relevant position in the market. So they send applicants to companies that apply well to the company. For customer acquisition, it was established very well in the beginning with our first interactions with Stephanie and Alex that their main problem is getting people from the free trial into the paying membership. Currently, there's only 6 customers that are paying for membership. 2 of them are in the top-notch paying membership, so they're full-time, and then the other 4 are in the bottom tier, kind of just testing the waters with whether they like it or not, and if they want to continue using it as a paying job recruiting site. The target market relevant generated direct marketing plan towards SWOB already generates its own social media in a lot of ways, such as they post TikTok videos, they have a lot of Instagram stuff and Twitter, so they are relevant in the way that they are trying to reach our current most targeted audience, which is high school kids and the younger generation. SWOB's marketing plan is to basically to grow and to develop so that they're able to get a lot more companies onto their paying sites.
Our market research was modeled after the consumer decision-making process. This is because we want to identify how and why employers choose their current software recruitment platforms, along with what variables are significant in their decisions. Our research revealed that 45% of our surveyed employers are spending almost 230% more for the same amount of job postings than if they were with SWOB's bronze plan of $129 a month. Not only that, but of these employers, 50% reported that they were unsatisfied with their service and that price, cost, and affordability are all variables that would influence their decision to switch recruitment platforms. Our market research identified that there's an opportunity to win over employers who are using competitor recruitment platforms such as Monster and ZipRecruiter. This is what brings us to our marketing campaign proposal, which will solve the marketing challenge that SWOB is facing. SWOB is an emerging job recruitment platform that has established significant awareness amongst job seekers, but has an underdeveloped presence amongst employers. The problem here is that employers represent the major revenue stream of SWOB, and the issue is that SWOB is not able to convert enough employers from the free trial plan over to a paying monthly subscription. However, SWOB will increase the number of employers that are paying for a monthly plan by implementing a comparative advertising campaign and maximizing their search engine optimization through Google Ads. From our market research, almost all of our respondents mentioned that price would be a factor that would most influence their decision to switch from their current recruitment software. Another interesting point that we derived from our research is that the majority of respondents are actually paying almost 40% more for only one post a month, where SWOB, on the other hand, can provide 1 to 5 posts a month for a fraction of the price. Some larger stores report a high return rate of staff are actually posting more often, with nearly paying 60% more than if they were using SWOB. Implementing a CRM software provides SWOB the ability to tailor their messages and automate the process for an efficient delivery of campaign. Accounts are easily sorted and can include employers who are already subscribed to a monthly plan. Leads includes those who are undecided or in the free trial period. A CRM system would allow SWOB to identify high potential customers to track in order to maximize the possibility of acquiring customers in the future. A comparative advertising campaign through a direct mail system that is generated through a CRM software such as Salesforce provides the client or potential employer with a visualization of how SWOB compares to Monster and ZipRecruiter and many other job recruitment sites. The goal of this is to show the potential employer how much they can actually save with SWOB per job posts. SWOB offers job posts for 1 to 5 posts a month for a fraction of the price than if the employer were to choose Monster and only be posting 1 job a month. Google Keywords offers SWOB more exposure to potential customers as well as the ability to compete with their direct competitors. Currently, when we conducted market research on SWOB search engine optimization ranking, we typed in keywords such as job posting, job searching, and hiring. When we did this, we found out that SWOB would never be one of the top online job posting websites that would come up in the search engine. This means that the search engine ranking is very low. Instead, we found Monster, ZipRecruiter, and Indeed because they use these Google keywords for more exposure on the Google search engine. With a limited marketing budget, we still want to improve SWOB's exposure on Google. We were able to use keywords such as job posting, part-time, hiring, and job searching, as well as recruiting. This would provide SWOB with keywords that relate to them the most. By creating a day-to-day budget for Google AdWords, it will keep pricing down but still generate more exposure by showing what SWOB is meant to be used for. And this is for employers to find talent who are searching for part-time, full-time jobs in the high-turnover retail and restaurant industry. Accompanying Google AdWords, we have Google Analytics. Google Analytics will allow SWOB to track their website performance through key performance indicators such as clicks, views, and conversion tracking. Google Analytics will support our comparative advertising strategy with a CRM system for lead generation. This means that when a user submits their email to SWOB, Google Analytics is able to pick this up and is able to tell SWOB when there is a conversion, such as a lead submission. This, of course, correlates to the email submission that a potential employer sends. After SWOB receives the email and can log that client as a lead, they're able to see where in the sales cycle they are and can direct their comparative advertising campaign towards that potential client.
SWOB has a maximum budget of $1,000 per month that they could spend on their marketing budget. This may change depending on lead conversion and other factors such as COVID-19 having a devastating effect on the high turnover industry. This budget will be mainly allocated to a premium CRM account as well as Google AdWords and social media. However, everything will be based on ROI of all of these to make sure it will make sense to continue on with the investment. SWOB will gain attention from Google searches as well as be able to create significant leads for clients. In the near future, SWOB may be able to use display ads to promote their services on special discounts they may have throughout the year. In addition, they will have sponsored media posts to gain more followers on their Instagram page. Micro-influencers and bloggers will also be contracted to generate more traffic and leads to the Instagram page. So SWOB must be able to have a solid idea of what their future sales are going to be in order to manage their cash flow and their growth. With this information, managers will be able to make certain business decisions. The difficulty in making a sales forecast for SWOB was that there was no real history of past sales, so this was more of a estimation of future sales. Based on our research, as well as unforeseen circumstances such as COVID-19 and the lockdown imposed by the government, we believe SWOB has the potential to gain about 5 new clients per financial quarter.
Performance indicators that we will be tracking cover 3 main segments, including Google Analytics, marketing communications, and sales growth and customer value. For Google Analytics, we will be tracking the number of monthly users of the SWOB website, as well as the number of monthly users by city, as well as the click-through rate for our Google ads. For sales growth and customer value, we'll be tracking the customer lifetime value, as well as the customer growth and conversion rates. For marketing communications, we will be tracking the social media followers, as well as the response rate to our direct mail campaign.